That seems fine. Okay. Okay. You guys... Well, Jack can't hear me right now. There's no Vive mic. There's literally... Oh well. Jack can hear me now. Hopefully, the Connexton doesn't fuck up. OBS. Late, haha. Stream camera. Pin 3, behavior. Oh, okay. Whatever. My, let's get back to it. Worlds. My world. Stream. Portal. What did I miss? Ah. Thank you, Azu. Okay. Tried looking at chat through one thing. I want the PSO music. Elon getting it. Elon cursed it by saying he leaves his PC on. RGB disco, so that's the advantage of RGB. It's time to misbehave. Vans isn't even shutting down VR chat. What happened? So chat, have you heard? Au revoir. Hardware's fucking up. Came back and all of a sudden we're holding a pose. His RGB was looking at like the dashboard of a Ford. His controls and stuff were freaking out. First the mic died, then his hands. Love it when hardware decides to go off disco. I don't know what that was. Other than a clear sign, I need to fucking upgrade my shit. That was the moment I looked, to my right and I saw the RGB in my case literally just going like a disco was like, oh, that's not good. We should upgrade. Wait, no, it goes this way. Oh, I haven't calibrated. Whatever. We'll do that in a moment. We'll do that now. Alright. That's there. Calibrate. These all on? Yes. Okay. Alright, those are all working. Oh, almost back, we're so back and at it's Sojo over, broke ass, double dip. That's it, no sub for you this month. Maybe deactivated in system audio settings. I don't know how I would've. Impromptu beach day, too far. Thank you, Azu. That does give us 2 incline. It's prime. Getting it. I've been owned, but so has Elon. 1 incline. You're late. Okay, Proxy. Alright. I plugged in the good treadmill. And so we're not on the little itty bitty one right now. Let's set up that camera. And then hopefully get right back in it. We were at 2.3 miles when everything fucking fell apart. Oh, I see what I did. Guys, I bought new shoes. And they don't fit. I have to size them a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. They were literally 4-core Nasu. Okay. Elon spent money not on beans. Beans is the thing I spend the least money on, Buster. Oh, we're back. Welcome back. I think oh, wait, no. I know what I didn't do. I know what I didn't do. I don't think I opened my notes. I opened them. I did not copy them. Ugh. Okay, okay. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. Okay. Oh no. Where's my... Chew. Fuck. Sorry. I didn't mute in time. Kuro has wide feet. She has wide feet, but I bought shoes specifically for Kuro. So I thought they'd, be sized properly right away. Bless you. Thank you. We have 2.7 to do so. Welcome to my biggest pet peeve. Is it people not sizing stuff on Booth, but saying it's size for stuff? Cute knees? No. Kingdom Hearts looking aw sneakers. You're a good treadmill? Okay. Things made for a model that don't fit or work for it? I am definitely like... I'm annoyed by it. So I want to recreate this outfit. Hi, Archangel. I want to recreate this outfit. So I've been buying outfits that, like, have a piece of it. So I bought one that has shorts. Holy shit, there it is. The 500. I bought shorts. And they're not wide enough. Like, my hips are wider than these shorts. And I'm like, fucking, what? I bought shoes. My feet are wider than the shoes. And I bought a top that's kind of like the undershirt. It's a crop top, but with sleeves. And that one has blend shapes to change the size of it. But it doesn't seem to... The blend shape it has is boob size. And when it's at minimum, which is what this should be, it's too thin. So I'm like, none of these things fit properly. A lot of shoes required blend shapes to shrink the feet. Ugh. That's so annoying. The issue is also that Kuro is old. Yeah. He doesn't have any of the newer standards. Kuro's from an era where we'd have 3 versions of a shirt. What is the new standard? Why 3 aren't 2 enough? You'd probably just get like 3 sizes, Yuki, like small tits, massive tits, medium tits. And now it's more of a slider thing. Flat, normal, big. Whereas now I imagine it's like a slider with like, not breakpoints, but like a matching numerical value. So if an outfit is like set to 45, you could set your blend shape to 45 and those would line up. It's because of modular avatar now. We had our issues at 2.3 miles. So we've got to go 2.7. That's gonna be 2 VODs. Oh well. Oh well. You know, If anything, I should be happy with how infrequently that happens. That's the bright side of it, right? Because I know people that have, like, they've had to stop streaming because of computer issues or internet issues. And for me, it happens so irregularly. Minecraft. We were talking about Minecraft. People wanted the Mesa biome next. Mesa's not a biome. Apparently, that's just what everybody calls the Badlands. So the Badlands will be next. It doesn't look like it'll be too bad to record in. It's a very, or to make the path for, it's a very open biome. And so, it, because it's so open, like, it's not too bad making the pathway. There's a lot of ups and downs because I'm using large biomes. So it's not going to be crazy fast like Super Flat, but... Its old name was Mesa? Huh? I see. Hi, Icy Fire Mage. Icy, we forgot to do... holidays yesterday while you were here. But I want you to know that the best holiday from yesterday was Cake and Cunnilingus Day. Okay, I remembered that one for you. I'm aware. Aware that we forgot, or aware of that holiday? I'm bringing up the holidays for today. Of you ignoring me? Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. That makes me feel bad. I already feel bad, Icy Fire. You're mean. I'm doing the holidays. Anime Day. Holy Tuesday. Income Tax Payday. Jackie Robinson Day. McDonald's Day. Micro Volunteering Day. National ASL Day. National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. Oh, are you... National Grippers Day. National Laundry Day. National Library Workers Day. National Rubber Eraser Day. National That Sucks Day. Take a Wild Guess Day. Titanic Remembrance Day. And World Art Day. Grippers Day might be Gripers Day. Let me see them grippers. That might be Gripers Day. Ants Wade. I think Glazed Spiral Ham Day would be my favorite, but at the same time, like... That's so specific. Not the best holidays. I guess there was Anime Day. I'm griping if there's no grippers. Nah, we stand grippers. Grippers just makes me think of the Raft playthrough, where we were all making up silly names. Somebody was Grippa Sniffa, which is why I'm thinking of it. I was Tomboy Sweatlicker 9. And then, without changing my name, I joined Core's Raft playthrough. And it was like, is everybody able to get in? Okay, I see Fradel. I see Full. I see Senril. I see Atticus. Who is this? Who the fuck is Tomboy Sweatlicker 9? For the landmarks for the Mesa. I haven't looked at landmarks at all. What do you guys think would be good to, like, build out in the Mesa? Wild West Village? Okay. I I could find a village and kind of just, like, put it in the path so that we walk through it. So in the pathway that you walk next to, it's going to be, I think, red brick. And on the left, every 20, I think it's every 30 blocks, I'm going to have a lamppost. And then on the right, I have, like, rails. So, a lot of path correction there, Yuki, for us. Going to be a lot of rails to fix there. I'm not sure I like the path. Apologies in advance. Giant Jar Jar Binks head saying Misa a Mesa. Again, so sorry. Yoland, I think I'm pregnant. What do you mean you think you're pregnant? But excuse me? Yuki, explain? Yuki, please elaborate? Can't do path correction, sorry. Oh, I see. No, you can't get maternity leave. Violet is already on maternity leave. So even if you are pregnant, you have to keep working. Let's find out. You don't want to do any path correction with railroads? I don't think it'll be that bad. No, I do. Huh? Was just joking? My plan, Yuki, is... What I'm thinking about doing is I flesh out the path. I get the 5,000 block one path done as soon as possible. And then instead of doing a lot of the correction myself, I want to leave a lot of it to you. Either when I am napping, or I could record in World of Warcraft while the Minecraft server is open, and you do correction. That way, I'm not spending like a week or two on one video. And they're getting out somewhat quicker. I kinda like that idea. Granted, you're German. So typically, the times I would be recording, you've already gone to bed. So I don't know how good this plan is. But we will see. I think it's a good plan. One thing I did not, take into accommodation is, you're German. So the plan falls apart. Is just such a wild, phrase of just what? Huh? What? No, I will probably keep working on the Minecraft stuff the same. Once the path is done, I will open up for you to do path correction while I'm napping. And then we can work on it a bit after if you're still going. Realistically, what I'd like to do is I'd like to alternate my days. So I'd like to, get out the path for Minecraft. And then work on a World of Warcraft video. And then work on path correction. And then do a World of Warcraft video. I really don't like having types of videos going back and forth. It's a very easy solution. I just make another scene in OBS. One for recording WoW. Every plan falls apart because of Germans. Even for that one Austrian painter. Good lord. I think I'm going to start alternating between Minecraft and WoW. and then Minecraft and Rift. That way I'm still getting Minecraft videos out without just abandoning it. But I'm not slowing down for an entire year. I think that'll be the solution to my, how fast I've been getting videos out. Because one video every week to 2 weeks has been driving me crazy. I wonder, another thought for that should be, Avatar stuff as well. I could do, like, spend a day on Minecraft, spend a day on other game, spend a day on Avatar. Rinse, repeat. That would work very well for me. Yeah, the Mesa. I have one thing in the schematics. I have one design that I have saved that I'm not going to tell anybody until it's like I do the video. Because it's very, very big. And neat. But the Wild West town, that's a good one. The last thing, that's a good one. I kind of just need to find one more thing to add down, and I'd be happy with the landmarks. You're neat? I can't believe you just said that. How dare you? Water tower? I feel like the water tower could just go with the Wild West town. I wouldn't want a water tower just on its own in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? The water tower, inspiration from Red Dead 2. I don't know. If it's something like a water tower, I feel like it would just be better at a town. It's also like, we don't have Violet anymore. So unless you're gonna build a water tower, I'm not gonna build one. So it would need to be on Lightmatica. Right? We are a little limited in what we can put down. You and I have sources, and they say trust me. Unless you have other ways other than Lightmatica of getting stuff like these builds. I have Lightmatica. And maybe a little bit of my own, like, I could probably build this. I've looked on Google for one or two things and been like, you know, hey, can I build this? Oh yeah, this looks good, and I just recreate it myself. But I'm not doing anything big with that. Would have YouTube viewers saying, what a tower, though. I have multiple websites for builds. Okay. If you're able to copy those designs and get them into Lightmatica, hell yeah. I only know about the Lightmatica archive. We are at 0.7. So 3 miles. Yippee. Not even need a copy. I can just add the file and then paste it with Lightmatica kick. Yeah. Yeah. I think I see what you mean when you said not even need a copy. Lightmatica has been... It's a really roundabout way. Feels like it doesn't do just straightforward what I want. I feel like I have to fight with it every time. But I have been able to get the things down that I wanted. I've copied the troll house, the temple. What else did I copy? I used it to copy the Stonehenge. I went to Violet's World and copied Stonehenge there. And I used Lightmatica to paste it, but like just from their website, I got the Troll House and the Temple just in their website, and I'm super happy with how, I guess, doable the process was. It wasn't super easy, but it was easy enough for me. After the Mesa, I think I'll do the Dripstone Caves. After Dripstone Caves, I think we're due for Jungle. Initially, I was saying I'm going to cut out some of the biomes, like, what's the point of Snowy Taiga if I've done Taiga? I think I'll still do Snowy Taiga. I think I'll still do all of the official biomes. Lightmatic is open source, so yeah, it's clunky by nature. I don't know. The fact that it works is nice. I had somebody commenting, and I didn't realize this at first, but their name was like Man from the End or something. And they were like, you seem to be doing a whole bunch of overworld biomes. Might I convince you to do some other biomes? You know, there's plenty from the end. And I was like, I'm just starting with the simpler biomes. Eventually we will do, you know, these more advanced biomes, yada yada. I plan to do everyone. And he was like, you know, there's 4 biomes from the end. And at that point I realized, this is a little parody account of like a guy very interested in the end Minecraft content. They specifically want to see the end. They want to see the end islands. 3 biomes? No. Hi, Constantine. Opal Corsa? They are exactly the fucking same. Well, one of them is like floating islands, right? How do you record some of these videos without having mobs attack? That's the thing, Siri. Sometimes I do. In World of Warcraft, I play a rogue. I play a rogue and I'm stealth. And I have the RP walk button down, first person mode, HUD disabled. But I'm just a stealth rogue. You could literally walk up to me and be like, what the fuck, this rogue is walking around, if you got close enough to see me. In Guild Wars 2, I played an engineer. And so everybody could see me. But if mobs attacked me, I had to move on a 1-minute cooldown that stealths me for 15 seconds. So if mobs attack me there, poof, I'm gone. Typically, I can walk away from them. If there's another mob 20 seconds down the road, I just get fucking hit. In Final Fantasy XIV, I play a botanist, which is one of the crafting gathering professions. The gathering professions have a passive called Sneak, so that enemies within 5 levels of you cannot see you. Even if you, like, walk into their hitbacks, even if you walk into their hitbox and hug them, they will not attack you. And so, in Final Fantasy XIV, I just recorded that. Now, I do have to run a mod called Hide Sneak Orbs. I'm mating Press Lord. Because when you go into first-person mode in Final Fantasy XIV, you see the Sneak Orbs. They are literally like 3 golden orbs circling you. And so I had to run a mod to hide those. But, other than that, I'm invisible to enemies. Because my botanist is level 90. Or 100? I don't know. In Black Desert Online, I'm not stealthed at all. If an enemy sees me, they just start attacking me. But there's typically not too many enemies along the Black Desert Online roads. In Star Wars The Old Republic, I played an Imperial agent, and if an enemy sees me, I've got to vanish. It's on like a 3-minute cooldown, but if they see me, I stealth. In Minecraft, I'm playing in creative mode, so just enemies won't attack me. I am at a point where I'm either going to record in single-player games where I have mods that can either make me invisible / invincible to enemies, Or MMOs that have a stealth class. So like Rift, I'm pretty sure Rift has rogues that have permanent stealth. I'm not sure. I'm planning to record in Rift next. But I'll be playing rogues with stealth and whatnot. After Rift, what was the game after Rift? I need to finish up World of Warcraft. I need to finish up Minecraft. Rift is next, and they have rogues. There's Lord of the Rings, which has the Burglar class, which is stealth. I'm a little interested in New World, but there's no stealth there. I'm a little interested in Elder Scrolls, no stealth. I'm very interested in WildStar private servers. They have the Stalker with stealth. Warframe? Oh yeah, Warframe. Warframe has stealth. Basically, game mechanics. I'm finding stuff in the game that makes it so that enemies won't attack me. They are exactly the fucking same. And one you can't even walk. We'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. The whole fucking end is floating islands. Hi. Oh, hey, I saw you in another chat. That is so cool. Warframe, you talked about it. If I can get Warframe to work, that'll be fucking rad. Because that's a good, like, 20 videos. I could even get help with those. I could have somebody be like, just looking at the map and telling me, like, go left, go right, go left. I'm hoping I can do, I'm hoping to find routes where I don't have to do too much jumping. That's what I'm, like, most worried about with Warframe. Because I can see, like, in Jupiter, I get to that fucking room where it's like, okay, glide across all this, and I'm like, shit, dude, fuck. We're at 3.3 miles. I would really, if I could just do any game, despite how difficult the mechanics are, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I would love to do those games. But there's just going to be issues with them. One, I don't know if I can go first-person HUDless in those. I know you can do that with the camera, like the Sheikah Slate camera. I don't really want to do it that way. I want to just play it first-person mode. I also need a way to limit my speed. I can make it so that enemies don't attack me. I can wear the Majora's Mask, and enemies will stop attacking me, but it's gonna be a fucking lot of effort to get Breath of the Wild into his game. But that's the game that I would, if I could do any game easily, it would be those two. Red Dead Redemption 2 I would like to do at some point. I've actually already mapped that out. There'd be like 13 videos of walking between towns. Found a first-person mod for Breath of the Wild? Hell yeah. Crouch jumping walking videos. What's another one? I always wanted to do Phantasy Star Online NGS, but there's not really paths there. Red Dead Redemption 2 would be sick, probably. Red Dead Redemption 2 has the cinematic mode, where it turns off your HUD. If I can do that first person, and, like, if I can get a mod that adds a fucking auto walk, that would be fucking nice. Because, like, holding down the forward button for the whole time is fucking awful. I also need to, like, limit my speed to a walk. So, like, in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if I was just fucking jogging, that's too fast. I don't want the fucking, douche, 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 and, like, that speed. I need it to be like you're just barely tapping the controller forward and Link is walking. That's not something I could do for 30 minutes straight. I would need it to be a set speed. Red Dead 2 auto walk mod found. Oh my goodness, Yuki. Shit, those games are looking plausible now. Maybe Yuki is cooking. I think I'll wait to finish Minecraft. What I think I'll start doing, because this just builds on my existing plan, I'll be working on 2 games at a time. And it'll be the easy game to record in, which will typically be an MMO. Which right now is World of Warcraft, and next will be Rift. And then I'll have like a more like, this is difficult to record in, which right now will be Minecraft. Next could be Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I like this idea. I like it a lot. This video is Zarlek Caverns from Dragonflight World of Warcraft. Hard to believe that this was 2 years ago at this point. What time is it? 11:30? Dragonflies, is that old? Jesus? Yeah? Yeah, it came out like 2023? 2022 maybe? Oh god, I don't remember. Dylan found 100% Breath of the Wild save. You don't have to worry about having to find Majora's Mask first and all that stuff. I would prefer if it wasn't 100%. I still feel like Cataclysm is new. The reason I don't want 100% save Yuki is because I don't want the world leveled up. I want to see red and blue bokoblins, not silver and gold. I don't want to see a completed world. Cataclysm feeling new is a little crazy to me. Cataclysm feels ancient to me. It literally went, classic, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Vanilla, no, hold on. Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, Legion, Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands, Dragonflight, War Within. We've had a lot since then. I think I'll most likely edit that save. Be full of red and blue enemies instead of silver and black. What would be the point of that, Yuki? Why would we get an existing save and edit it when we could just make a new save? Mop was amazing. My favorite expansion. I would say Mop is top 3. I don't know if I would say it's the best. I would say it's between Legion and Wrath of the Lich King, which is the best. And then I would put Mop 3rd. I do think Mop was really good. I think a lot of people shit on it at the time because, oh my god, it's fucking Kung Fu Panda. Ugh. But the stuff with the Mogu was awesome. The landscapes were really good. The PvP, I'm told it was a highlight. Legion would have been my second one. Legion had a little bit of a rough start with legendary items. People really remember it unfavorably for that. But that was resolved fairly quickly. And, the content of Legion was really good. Timeless Isle was really fun, too. People hated me in the Timeless Isle, Shiro. Because I got Huolon. I got it in, 40 kills within, the first 3 weeks. And I remember, you know, mounting up in front of people, and like literally weeks after I got it, people would message me like, fuck you. I did not enjoy going through MOP. Was that after MOP was a thing, or did you play through it when it was like the current expansion? I never even got it after grinding for it. Quillon is one of my favorites. I love that mount. My absolute favorite mount is the Heavenly Azure Cloud Serpent, which you get for 500 mounts, I think. It might be, it's 500 or 350, I don't remember. It's the blue one that's heavenly. I think Quillon is black and thundering. But I really like the blue one. I'm mind blanking. I'm totally mind blanking. What's a story I have for you guys? No, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. What do you guys think would be good routes for these videos? I feel like I could either do a shit ton of routes in small videos, or I could do a few long videos. Do those have temples in them like other Zeldas? Yes, we're not going to go into the temples. When it was current, going through the zones felt too pandering. No pun intended for once. Really? Breath of the Wild has 4 temples. Hyrule Northwest, stable to Orny Village. So what I was thinking was like, we could go stable to stable. Alternatively, we could go like town to town, or we could go a central point to town, right? So like for Tears of the Kingdom, we could start every video. Stream ended. We had a little stream death, Global. My computer was freaking the fuck out. My hands were dead. My RGB was going disco. My mics kept dying. Here's the Kingdom. Every video could start at Castletown, and then it could go to, like, whatever city, right? So it could be, like, Castletown to Rito Village. Then Castletown to Goron Village. Castletown to Gerudo Town. Castletown to Zora Domain. Castletown to Lurelin Village. Never said Little Death again. La Petite Mort is not for you. How long would videos like that be? I have no idea. I kind of get a good sense for it based on distance once I do a few videos there. So I look like a WoW video and I can be like, this will be about 30 minutes. This will be 55, right? But with a new game that I haven't done yet, I have no idea. I have no idea how fast Link moves. I have no idea how relative the distance is. Castletown to Rito Village. That could be 2 hours. I just gotta do it first. Are you saying you want to etch Yuli there? Alternatively, I could make a map of all of the cities and all of the stable points. And just like, whichever 2 are closest, that's the video. So like the jungle stable in the South Hyrule jungle to Lurelin Village, that could be a video. And I would expect that to be like 10 minutes. Finally home. Welcome home. Oh wow, we're just getting to Lone Village. I thought we were like way past this. I think this video is like 55 minutes. 1 hour 10. We're at 1.6 plus 2.3. That's 3.9. Yeah, we'll be around 6 miles when we finish this one. Full death for Euland only. Wow! Oh, hey, it's where I last logged out of WoW. Hi, Tetramino. I like this zone. Hi, Monkey Monk. Do you have to be a rogue to film these dungeon walkthroughs? So, I haven't done any dungeon walkthroughs. A dungeon walkthrough could actually be done as anybody. But all these overworld zones, I do as a rogue. Oh god, okay, everybody turn your volume down. Everybody lower the stream sound. Brace yourselves. What do you mean, what is that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean?
I feel like it's pretty explanatory.
Wholesome. No, I'm not that loud. I'm not that loud.
It's really funny that you say that as your fucking head is just like all the way tilting back when you talk.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Not that loud, Panic.
Jewel, when you were playing Lethal, or not Lethal, we were playing Repo with us last week,
Yeah.
I did have to turn you down.
Oh yeah, I don't know why Repo has my mic so loud, but like anywhere else I use my microphone.
Hi, Broily.
Yeah, we're gonna be quiet as fuck. Like Discord, quiet. Overwatch doesn't want to work.
Hello, cute, adorable Fluffy. I just remembered we had bunny stuff
yell at
redeemed
me.
earlier. So we have bunny ears on.
Perfect. Now we're missing the bunny suit.
Yeah. I need to fix this outfit first. Cute, adorable Fluffy as always. So I have new shorts, shoes,
I'm gonna learn
and a shirt.
Blender and Unity just for you.
like to fix
Let me
my
get working.
avatar?
Yeah, so I can put a bunny fit on.
Oh
it.
my
So
goodness.
I'm gonna learn. How do I learn? I know how to put fits on. I know how to do that.
YouTube tutorials. Although
Oh, you're so right.
the way I have found the best to learn for me is to sit in a call and have somebody tell me what to do, and then I gradually get
that's
more and more knowledge.
literally the best way to learn. YouTube videos are so confusing. They're like, oh yeah, go watch a YouTube video. And all YouTube videos, every single one says something different. It's not the same. It's so different. It's better to have someone that knows what they're fucking doing than a random YouTube video that doesn't know what they're doing.
I feel like YouTube videos are fine. The problem is systems change. So like, if you find a video from 2 years ago, stuff is different. And it's like, well, this doesn't help me as much. But I feel so bad when it's like, hello person, sit with me for the 50th hour and tell me what to do. I'm learning, I promise. Wait till you find out a lot of people do stuff different. Yeah, there's also like 5 ways to do everything, so...
Yeah, there's so many ways to do stuff.
I think I've learned everything I know from YouTube videos post-YouTube existing.
What sucks that a majority of my friends, they don't wear booth models. They wear e-boy, e-girl models. So they have no idea when I talk about booth models because they're like blend shapes. What's that?
That's funny. Hi, Kuro. Kuro, my PC died today. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Linus. Walk faster. Kuro, we've had so much scuff today. But thank you. Were you playing Monhun the whole time? I know I was watching you play that this morning. There's in the morning. I typically have a stream on while I collect my news, right? And that's where I alert. And Kuro is one I watch a lot. And I saw Kuro playing Monhun, and I was like, oh, I might even join them. And then I saw someone else playing Aloft, and I was like, ah, yes, that raft game in the sky that I'm very interested in. I must learn about Aloft. Yeah,
I
hell
think
yeah.
You're my most watched person in the morning.
Really?
I don't watch. Actually, I don't watch anybody. I'm so bad at Twitch. Like I follow a whole bunch of people. I'm like, yeah, we're mutuals, woo. But you're the one I watch the most.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, Kuro.
And
Hang
I come
on.
here.
That doesn't mean I hate you. That just means I'm gonna feel obligated to watch you in the next 2 days, because I'm like, I skipped Kuro's turn. So, like, even if they're playing Tarkov, I'll watch Kuro then. Typically,
He's lying.
typically if it's like, oh, Kuro's playing Monhun? No. Kuro playing Tarkov, I sleep. Kuro playing Monhen, I'm fucking there. Tarkov is just not my game. Bro, don't play Monsun with me. I don't know if you've ever met Kala. Proxy knows Kala very well. The first time I ever saw Tarkov, Kuro, I was watching Kala, and he's like professional. Like, literal, competed in PUBG tournaments and shit, has won prize money. I watch him playing Tarkov, and he goes, there's a guy there in the bush over there. We'll wait for him. We have a lot of loot, so this guy is very eager to kill us, but we will wait for him. Bro waited in a shed for 2 hours, just looking down a scope and listening to sounds. And he'd be like 30 minutes in. I hear footsteps, he's adjusting. I can't see him yet, but he's adjusting. 2 fucking hours go by. And then he just shoots. He shoots at nothing. Right? Like, I don't see fucking anything on the screen. But he just shoots out of nowhere. And it says, you killed this person. And he's like, he got impatient and poked his head out. Fucking noob. Okay, we can continue to play the game. And I was just like, that's Tarkov? Waiting in a shed for 2 hours? For that? This game fucking sucks, bro. And I'm told it's, that's a very specific game mode. That is not the only thing in Tarkov. I think you can also do raids. But,
The
like...
thing in Tarkov is what people like to do is that they'll sit there for... I've seen this happen in a VC. They would sit there for 3 hours organizing their inventory so they can make it more efficient. But it's not going to change anything! It's not going to make it more efficient! It's going to stay the same no matter which way you change it!
That same player, I have seen that exact same experience where instead of a guy camping him, hi Grianne, they went into a shed because it was raining. And he was like, if it rains, we will be overburdened, and we will not have enough rations to make it to the end. So we have to wait for the rain. We'll just wait here and rest, and when the rain stops, we will keep going. And he waited for like an hour, and I was just like, bro, I don't get this game. I just like Kala. I don't get this game. That's hardcore. I would have fallen asleep. Peak Tarkov experience. Tarkov PvP experience. Tarkov sounds like not my game. There's no time limit in Tarkov. I've done that in a Hunt Showdown. Spent 30 minutes in a bush. My instincts tell me that a guy I killed has a teammate. Kala, the person I'm talking about, is fucking cracked at these games. When Apex first came out, I watched him play around with Proxy. It was Proxy, him, and someone else I forget. Could have been Sleepy, I don't know. And within a minute, Proxy and the teammate died. And Kala's just like, oh, well, I don't want to keep you two waiting. So I'll just get killed real fast and you two can get back into the game. He then goes to win. He just runs at people and just kills all three of them. Like, he would just run at a team, and he's playing, like, Lifeline. Runs at the team, kills them all, and he's just like, damn, they panicked and didn't actually shoot me. They were looking for my teammates and just let me kill them. I guess I have to find another team. And he just did that for 20 minutes straight. And eventually it got to the point where he's like, there's only 3 squads left. I guess I try to win at this point. And we're like, yeah, man, like, if you're just gonna win, just fucking win. And he gets in the ring. The ring is tiny. The other 2 teams start fighting each other. And he sneaks in the side and just shoots the 2 on this side, shoots the 1 on this side, #1 victory royale. And it was like, what? This dude was just solo for 20 minutes and won. I killed that teammate. I think the idea of Tarkov and extraction shooter is neat, but as a PvP game, it sounds like agony to have a 2+ hour session ended by some random guy who's in a bush or your extraction point that you didn't notice. Yeah. It's one of those things that's like, it's a realistic thing to have something unfortunate like that, right? Like, to set traps like that for players to, you know, have the fucking tooth and nail fight of any strategy works. Is it the best for gameplay? Well, that depends on who you are. If you enjoy that realism and that sense of like, you win some, you lose some, you're gonna have a great time. For a lot of people, for me especially, that just feels like wasted time. Hi, Sarahs. We're talking about extraction shooters. Tarkov, Hunt Showdown. Where, like, you could play for 2 hours, then as you're heading to extraction, just lose it all. We're talking about a friend of mine, Kala, who I watched him playing Tarkov once, just sitting in a bush for 2 hours. Because he thinks he saw a guy. And then after 2 hours killing the guy and being like, great, I can play the game again. That seems awful to me. But for some people, you know, they like Tarkov for that. Yeah, like, why don't usually play extraction shooters? Because I wouldn't just get sniped out of nowhere. Because I could just get, yeah. Did you see the video for Marathon? Marathon will at least have a 25-minute time limit. That can't happen there. I'm gonna try Marathon, because it seems like it could be better in that department. I don't give a shit about Marathon. Extraction shooter is not my thing. Shooter is not my thing. You fucking lose me the moment there's guns in a game. But my god, that video looks really cool. I'm interested in the lore and setting. I was literally just gonna talk about Marathon. Grianne made me watch the 8-minute video and then the 5-minute gameplay video. And it was like, fuck, this is cool. If this was a movie or a TV show, I would be watching this. If it's a game, damn, I can't wait to watch some of my friends play it. I've been in the Discord like last weekend. It is very much not my style of game. It's been so unhinged. I see that it's getting a lot of hate. I saw one of the lead developers for Concord talking about it. Because he's like, guys, I worked on Concord, and it was agony watching people hate it. But like, seeing people shit on Marathon before it's even out is like, I feel their pain. How do you hate a game before it's even out? One of the faction is incredibly preg build. Like, unironically, and it was before I even joined. Yeah, the hate is forced. I've been looking for an extraction shooter for a while now. Marathon might just be it for me.
Best shooter is Overwatch.
Meta? Hate the devs, not the game? No. Wait, Yuki, no. Don't hate the devs. Maybe hate the publishing company. With Concord, I feel really bad for those devs. Because they probably had some good ideas. They probably knew a lot of the stuff they were putting out was dog shit. And they're...
Overwatch Season 16 trailer. I'm sorry.
And the publishers were like, do this. And they're like, that's... People aren't gonna like that. I'm very sympathetic to devs. Because, you know, at the very least, they worked on a very big project. Made something cool. And they put their heart into it. They put a lot of time and effort into it. And that is at the very least respectable. Whether we like it or not, sure. But I'm very sympathetic. I don't like it when people are just like, shit on the devs because they made shit. And it's like, I was actually interested in the fantasy extraction game because harder to snipe someone. with a longsword that takes 5-7 swings to kill, but the actual combat looked actually awful. I can understand being neutral about it. Hate the execs, not the devs. Yeah. Hate the stockholders, not the devs. Honestly, I kind of think the hate on Concord was forced as fuck. It had no advertising whatsoever. Oh, it had a lot of advertising, Zwei. They spent multiple millions on their, like, 10 minutes of cinematic trailers. They spent a lot of money on their trailers. And, you know, if you told me those trailers were a TV show or movie, I'd have cared a lot more. I think their gameplay was very mid. I think their character designs... Look, you can have inclusive characters with wild styles and, you know, a range of body types. You gotta have a few hot ones.
Anymore.
You gotta have a few hot ones. The best part of Concord is the secret level episode. They're likely being pushed to release it in September. I hope GTA announces a September release and they delay it so they can work on feedback they get for the alpha and beta. One thing that is pretty cool from Concord were the gun animations. They actually look pretty sick. I mean, it's Bungie, so they have a lot of experience with, you know, gun shit. Hi, Dore. We were talking about you earlier. I don't think GTA 6 will release on top of Borderlands 4, since they have the same publisher. Uh-oh. We were talking about the lobster crocs. You were like, guys, I have a throne. And I was like, okay, suggest the obligatory lobster crocs. And you sent me a picture of you literally purchasing them a year ago. And it's just like, what is wrong with this freak? What is wrong with this fucking goblin?
The Great Goblin.
Concord's not Bungie, that's Marathon? Yeah. Did I say Concord? I definitely meant Marathon. Oh, you said Concord were the gun animations. Okay, I was thinking Bungie. I was thinking Marathon. The coolest thing that came out of Concord for me was the knife lady. The knife lady that was like, the big black girl. I think she had an afro and a trench coat. And anytime she, like, got a kill or assist, she could do a flip that threw out knives. And I saw a clip of someone playing her just, like, running at the enemy, getting a kill, and then somebody shoots a rocket at her and she does a fucking Matrix flip and beams them in the head with a knife. And then somebody else comes around the corner and she, like, does a flip over their bullets and beams them with a knife. And it was just like, damn, this looks fucking cool. That character looks rad. That character looked rad to me. But, you know, then they had, like, 5 characters that were just like, ugh. I'm ahead of the curve. Yeah, I guess I still... Yeah, I guess, but still I wish they would delay it, just to give it more time to cook. See, Sarah's... What you should wish is that they've already cooked, and they come out with it sooner, and it's just good, and it's all ready. I'm still waiting for the revival that Concord was a tax evasion... Revealed that Concord was a tax evasion scam. Like when Hollywood cans complete finished movies. Like honey? Well, the thing I know is it's still very early. Yeah, but what if they're just saying that? What if they're like, hey, by the way, it's fucking done, comes out in 2 weeks, get fucked, everybody? Like, what if they pull one of those?
I like when they pull that. Then they get the game sooner.
I understand people being mad at that. I understand when people get mad at dates changing. So, like, when World of Warcraft is like, the expansion comes out this date. And then people take out PTO on those days, and vacation days. And then they go, actually, we're delaying it 2 weeks. And all those people are like, man, what the fuck, dude? I understand that frustration. But...
That's when I would just go to my job and ask him, hey, my thing got canceled and pushed back for 2 weeks. Can we just change it for that day? Cool, thanks, boo.
Yeah. And, you know, some bosses will let you. And some bosses will be like, no. And you're like, cool.
Yeah, there's some bosses like that.
We are at
Also,
2.4
Overwatch.
plus 2.3.
Oh, you are?
So 4.7.
Nice.
What about Overwatch?
They're making Overwatch like Deadlock.
How so?
Okay, so in the trailer, because it's for next season, because it's next week.
Mm-hmm.
They have it so that you can pick multiple like perks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Overwatch, the layout just reminds me of like Deadlock a lot.
Did you like Deadlock?
Of how. No, I hated it.
Really?
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna hate this. Yeah, I hate Deadlock. I didn't like it. It just Deadlock was just like League of Legends, but third person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not like over the. I don't know what you would call like league gameplay, but it's like above you. I don't know. It's not third.
You
person,
are.
But it's above.
You are coming in halfway to the conversation, Cairo, and missing what Jewel is saying, I think.
Oh yeah, you're missing what I said. Go watch the Overwatch trailer right now.
Well, the thing I know is it's still very early. Deadlock is a MOBA LO. It's remotely not like Overwatch at all. Honestly, way too much happening. I did not like Deadlock. I only heard positive stuff about Deadlock. I thought everybody liked it. I know Foss played it a shit ton. He liked the I think she was a katana lady? I don't know. He'd go in, burst, and then turn invincible. The Japanese girl with the fucking squished head that they remodeled.
I don't remember. I played it when it was not even out yet.
My favorite thing about Deadlock is that each character had like a whole bio, right? You go to their page, and it's like, here's the backstory and lore of the character. Yes. And there was one character, his name was like Jack something. His bio was just, Jack is an asshole. That's it. That was the whole bio. Just, this guy's an asshole. And then the Japanese character, for their bio, Jacob Lash. That's it. For the Japanese character, their whole bio was in Japanese. Like, they just didn't translate it. They just left the whole thing in Japanese. Kyra, what Jewel was saying is that they are adding the Deadlock system of, like, adding perks that branch out to characters in Overwatch. Not that it's like, hey, we're adding minions. Hey, we're adding a leveling system.
Yeah.
It's not becoming a MOBA.
They're adding, like, perks.
Yeah. It's just, it's the branching perks.
And it's only for, like, certain characters, so they're doing it, like, Brig's not gonna be in it. Sadly, poor Brig. She's always got the shit end of the stick. My poor Briggy girl. One character I saw I didn't see on there, Sombra. Sombra's not gonna be in it. Fuck that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know about Doomfist though.
I'm not sure how Honey scammed people. Not surprised it did. I mean, more like the Batgirl movie that was filmed, edited, popular with trial audiences, then not released in tax rebates and subsidies claimed due to it failing. Honey, I'm very familiar with that scam, but that's not a movie. Unless there is a movie called Honey that I don't know about. The Batgirl movie, I haven't heard of the Hollywood tax evasion scam, but I'm not fucking surprised. I don't like third-person shooters. I don't like MOBAs. Deadlock is definitely not for me. I love eating the peels of oranges. Brig gets the short end of the stick. My brother in Christ, Brig ruined the game. Honey scammed creators by making them use Honey's creator code regardless if you click the creator's link or use the creator's code. Yeah, basically, everybody that was partnered with Honey, they would get some revenue if you used their link to get stuff through Honey. But Honey would just wipe it so that those people weren't making any money. And Honey would also just make up shit saying they found you a deal. They'd be like, we'll search for a deal. We didn't find any. And then you Google your own deal and you're like, oh, I just found one for 20%. Apparently Honey isn't looking that hard. I love that Markiplier was right all along. I was gonna try Deadlock, but then it made me remember Super Monday Night Combat. I got sad that it doesn't exist anymore. Warner Brothers lost a ton of money recently. Look at Suicide Squad game. To make up losses, they can't complete movies. They've been taking bidders to buy the movies recently. Yeah. Monday Night Combat is a fucking name I haven't heard in a minute. Holy shit. I need a drink. Hi, Kodiak. Howdy. Sway, you always use Blissey emotes. And I haven't popped in on her stream in a hot minute. But I love Blissey. I met her back when she modded for fucking waifu delivery service. Pickle will forever live free in my head. 2.7 plus 2.3. Oh, that's 5 miles. They sold Coyote vs. Acme to a catsup brand? What's the story I got for you guys? I think I have a lot of somewhat downer stories today. Actually, here's not a downer. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion has a remaster coming out in 2025. Which I didn't even know about. But it has a remake coming out, and a bunch of screenshots got leaked. It's looking kind of fucking pretty. It's looking like a real pretty game. Oh wow, another remake. Yeah, but this isn't Skyrim. This is Oblivion. Who would have guessed? She's still around. Streams 3-4 times a week. It's YouTube vids for Mrs. Yeah, I know she's still around. I see her live frequently. I just haven't been checking in. The thing is, Way, she's always live when some of my closest friends are live. And so it's like, there's people that I really, really like, but, you know, I'm sorry. If you're live at the same time as Cairo Oric, I mean, no hard feelings. But... oh my god, blushies. Yeah, like me. Oh, Yuki, if you're live, your stream is open. Every morning, it's you, Shockrail, and Kuro. Those are the three that, like, if those three are live, I have those three open. And it's regularly those three. Helena has been muscling in on that a little bit lately, and I'll be like, we'll do 4. We'll do 4 instead of 3. Yeah, figures it happens. Bethesda is doing anything but develop Elder Scrolls 6. The problem I have with that remake is everything is brown in the pictures. Oblivion was a very green world. I saw some green pictures. Out of all, Cairo? Just kidding. Love you, Cairo. It's in the morning, it's Kuro, Pet Yuki, and Shockrail. And Telena's been there a bit lately. Telena normally doesn't stream that much. I think she has like a week or 2 off, because she has been fucking living on XCOM. And then 8:40 comes around. And I reset my computer and get ready myself. Reminder, the Elder Scrolls 6 teaser was released 7 years ago. Oh my god. That's a long ass time. I wouldn't have my hopes up after their last few games. Fucking, what was the Star game they came up with? I forget the Bethesda space game. Starfield, that's it. That one kind of sucked.
Is that the spaceship game that you buy random ships in the game and then people spend like lots of money just on a stupid ship?
Yes. Say that again, Shiro?
Didn't a lot of people like Starfield?
A lot of people...
I liked Starfield.
A lot of people were Bethesda fanboys and justified it. If you had fun with it, that's fair. If you think it's a good game compared to other comparable games, I'd say you're objectively wrong. I played it day 1, it was just fine, I suppose. Do they mean EVE Online? Yeah, actually, Jewel. Say what you said again?
My friends like buying ships for stupid amount of money, and I think that's dumb, and it's real life money.
That doesn't
I
sound like
to
Starfield.
buy a ship.
I don't know if you can buy ships like that in Starfield.
I don't know. I know it's a ship game,
Hmm.
and I think it's dumb.
I think, yeah, Star Citizen is what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, they play that one, which I think is dumb that you have to spend real money for a cool ship.
Mm-hmm.
It should be in-game currency for the ship. Not a pay to win, even though you don't pay to win.
It's not for brokies. I'm okay with it. The reason I'm okay with it is because it's literally just like... You can just not play it, right? If you don't like Star Citizen and you don't like buying ships and like that, which, you know, I particularly don't like that system, you just don't play it, right? But
Exactly.
there's people that, you know, they do like that. They don't have much time. They work a lot. They have a lot of money to burn. And those games are great for them.
Yeah, he also plays Plane Simulator, so I'm not surprised.
Star Citizen hate is a self-report. Pete Tigger no life that game for like 2 weeks and beat it only to go, wow, it's so mid. That's Star Citizen MMO that's being made by CryEngine. Star Citizen and that company, they had a little bit of hot water a little while ago because their headquarters was like, apparently it cost them like millions a day or something because they had just literally invested way too much money in it. Elder Scrolls 6 teaser, it's so old that it should get a remaster already. Oh my goodness. Ah. Where in the fucking caverns are we?
Very good question. I don't know anything about this game either.
I'm like, God, it's been so long. I don't remember if we're on the north edge or the south edge. I think this is the south edge.
Are we still in Final Fantasy?
No, we're in World of Warcraft now.
Oh.
We're in the
I don't know
Zarlek
what that is,
Caverns.
but woo!
Do you
Oh.
say you don't know what World of Warcraft is?
Cool.
I don't know what that is. I never played it.
Oh my god. You know what it is, but you've just
It's
never played it.
wild.
I haven't seen anyone play it before though.
Oh my
Like I
goodness.
know it's there. I don't know what it's about. I'm assuming it's like one of those like MMO games, which I don't really care for.
But how would you know if you've never played it?
I'm assuming.
But you know what it means to assume.
Yep, and then it's a bad thing to do that, and I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm assuming.
Have you played any other MMOs? And so
I
that's why you
played.
like.
What's that one game that was like really popular at one time a couple years ago? It was like Ark something. I played that one. I played Final Fantasy to level 8. I got bored.
Hang on. Did you just say you played Ark, the MMO?
Is that what it is? I think so.
Are,
Yeah.
okay,
I
are we
got bored.
talking Lost Ark?
Lost Ark?
I think so.
Oh,
I think that's
okay.
the one, not the dinosaur.
I
not
was
the
thinking dinosaur one. I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
No, not the dinos. Even though I love the dinos, and all I play is Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I have like over like 50 something hours on that game. But no,
How do you know it's shit?
I don't think
It's not even out yet, man. Squatting in front of you and.
I don't think there's any other game I played.
No, I mean realistically, you probably don't like MMOs.
I don't think I do. I get really bored of them, and I don't like reading already. And I already get annoyed with Genshin with all the dialogue that they have. That I just skip the whole story now because I get so bored of it.
It does sound
I
like
don't
you have a
even
little
play Genshin
skewed
anymore.
opinion of MMOs, because like you don't have to read in them.
I hate reading.
But
I don't think I've read in an MMO in the past like
I
5 years.
used to. I used to read every quest and watch every cutscene my first time going through them. And I find myself doing that in WoW lately, just not at all. Like, I'll be like, oh, I gotta catch up. I gotta, get to where everyone else is. I'm like, I'm skipping this stuff. But when I come back and do it on an alt, I'm not gonna read it. Because I want to feel like, oh, I already did this, so I don't need to. Don't worry, you can try Turtle WoW for free. What the hell, I woke up and you're still walking? Trogdor, look at the stream time. We had to just straight up reset my computer. My mic died, and then my hands died, and then my RGB light started flickering. And I was like, okay, my computer's dying, let's reset. Hi, Baldir. Hoyo player smug. Don't worry, you could try Turtle WoW for free. Bro, I didn't read a damn thing in BDO and had like 2.5k hours. Don't tell him that I played WoW before I knew English and didn't understand a single thing I read. Well, well, well. Look at you. I need a new computer, Trog. I need to just fucking go through with it and buy the new parts. I have the money. The thing is, anytime I have a big bill, I just get stingy. I don't want to pay for stuff. And so, like, we're paying taxes? I don't want to spend money for a while. I have the money to. I don't want to spend money for a while. I had a $70 grocery bill? Ooh, we gotta tighten these pockets. Having to finally turn off your PC like I stated? He's so me. Trogdor, I restart my PC every morning. God damn it. I have the money, then why do you only eat beans and potatoes? Because, Trogdor, the money I make is less than the money going out. My money is not growing, it is shrinking. And so, if I'm to make this last for, the rest of my life, I have to be a little stingy. Either stream needs to grow to a point where I'm making more money, which sounds like a stupid thing to bank on, right? It sounds really, really bad to be like, I don't need to worry about money and stuff, because I'm just gonna get big on Twitch, right? That's just bad financial advice. I'm making more than I should right now because there's one person who is a large contributor to how much I make on Twitch. And, I feel like I make more than the average person at my size. You're always stingy? I wasn't stingy when I had 26 an hour from Tech Systems. My financial situation is keep my bills down so that I can slowly go through savings until I get to the point where my parents die and I inherit their shit. Which is, a kind of grim plan to look at, but, if I can go 30 years with what I have, I don't know if, they're probably gonna live another 30 years. 40 years? I don't think they're going that long. It's, and I've talked to them about this. My mom hates talking about this. She's like, oh, I don't like that you think about us dying. And my dad's like, no, I like this. He's thinking about the future. If I can make it to, the point where I inherit stuff, I would inherit so much stuff from them that I would then be set for life. So I just need to make it to that point. And, I don't make a small amount on Twitch. But I am technically in the red. Between rent and food, I am in the red. It's just, affordable with my savings. Honestly, I get that. That's why I never buy anything for myself. When I was working at Tech Systems, I made $1,000 a week. I made $52,000 before taxes. I was still pretty stingy. I still didn't spend crazy, but I spent a lot on Twitch. If there was a game I was remotely interested in, I got it. If there was a character I wanted on WoW, I put it in these terms. A character boost is $60. That's less than 3 hours of work. Or I could grind it and level it to 60 or level it to max level in 20 hours.
It's my
So-
cell phone bill.
Do I want to spend 3 hours or do I want to spend 20 hours? Give me that fucking character boost. Ah, that's wild. Good stalling. Little bro thinks he's gonna inherit. I don't want to die waiting to know. He's got a point, honey. Ah. So once you have their stuff, you just downsize all their assets? Yeah, basically. If I inherited, like if they died today, which hopefully they don't, I like them. They have 2 houses. I am immediately selling those 2 things. This house that I'm in now, way too big. And, quite frankly, the money I could get for it, fairly high. They have a boat at each location, so that's 2 boats. I'd sell off one of their cars. And then my dad probably has a lot of stock options and properties in other places. With the... So, okay, he has a tree farm in Louisiana. I probably wouldn't get rid of that. I don't know what I'd do with it. So, like, just throw them in the old folks' home when they're old enough? No. I don't know what their plan is for that. You know, if I don't have a family, if I don't have a wife and kids, they might want to not go to the old folks' home and be like, hey, you gotta stay with us and be our caretaker. The leverage is you don't inherit our shit if you don't. They could pull that. But he has gold storage away somewhere. Tree farm is good passive income. So they own land in Louisiana. They share it with his 2 sisters. And it is a tree farm that just grows trees, and every 20 years they cut down a row of the trees. I think it's technically like every 6 years? Every 6 to 7 years, they will cut down a row. So they're kind of growing in like 3s. It has been in my dad's hands for one of the cuts. They have a pretty good deal also. Because they don't live in Louisiana, they're not the ones managing the property, right? There's a guy that lives near it who basically contacted my dad and was like, hey, you want me to manage the property? And, like, you know, I'll clean trash up on it and keep people out of it. But in return, I get to hunt on it, right? Like, I get to set up a blind trap and, you know, set down bait for hogs and stuff, and I get to hunt there. And my dad was like, yeah, fucking awesome. We don't pay them anything. They, like, just... This was their offer. They want to go hunting there. And this ends up being, like, a fucking great deal, because wild hogs are a big problem for a lot of farmers in the area. So they, like, everybody fucking loves this. Everybody's like, yippee! Hunters really make insane offers just to hunt. I don't think it's too much work for them. He basically drives around the property once a week to, like, make sure nobody has set up a tent or anything or, like, gone on, and he keeps a lock on the gate. Other than that, it's just his little personal hunting property. As long as he's not cutting down a ton of trees and whatnot. They just want to shoot. We had,
I don't know how my team is winning right now.
we had, he told us one time when we visited that, that a big, like, pack of hogs was in the area. And so they set out a trap. And he pulled his 2 daughters out of school the next day. And they went to a blind trap and they just waited in this tower for fucking hours. And when the hogs came by, they coordinated, all right, I'm shooting from the middle, you're shooting from the right, you're shooting from the left. And just shoot as many of them as they could. And they shot like 6 or 7 of the hogs. But like, that was the eye-opener for me. When people are like, gun control is good in all situations. Nobody should have a gun. That's kind of what opened my eyes to, oh, People in the South are going to be really, really against that. Because if they don't have guns to shoot hogs, they lose their entire harvest. This guy literally pulled his daughters out of school to shoot more hogs because it's such an issue. That was like a, oh, I've lived in a city my whole life. It's different out here moment. We're at 3.5. So that's 5.8. We're getting there. We've probably got like 0.2, 0.3 left. We're like in the final fortress area. Today, Tales of Vesperia. After our nap. This was a decent raid. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. The Dragonflight raids were kind of weird. All of them were good, but none of them were like amazing. None of them were bad. What's another story I got for you guys? Oh yeah, Trogdor, now that you're awake. I found out what's up with the blue hoodie on Throne. The one in large is no longer available. That one has sold out. It is still available as a smaller medium. And so, I don't know if it's coming back or not. I would hope it does. Hi, Maru. Gonna go have a shower. The dude said he's streaming Left 4 Dead tomorrow, so maybe no repo? What the fuck? Enjoy walkies? I will. If he's doing Left 4 Dead, I imagine he's doing it with Leaf. So that makes sense. Nothing wrong wearing tight clothes, Elin. So, like, you're not wrong. Right? Especially with that, because it's one of those, like, cut-off hoodies. I would literally just put my arms in it and, like, that's it. But I'd hate to have it, like, end at my forearms and it just literally look too stupid and silly like that. Nah, he wants enough people to do PvP Left 4 Dead? Well, so he's always done Left 4 Dead with Leaf. If he's trying to do it himself, I guess so. He's been like this in the past where he has a set thing on Wednesdays and he just forgets about it and starts making other plans, and I'm like, so we're just throwing this way? He's like, oh yeah, I guess we do have that on Wednesday. I don't know. His show, his plans. You have 4 arms? God damn it, Sway. Yes, I do. You also have 4 arms. But you spelled them wrong.
How do you have 4 arms? I only see 2.
You have 4 arms, Jewel. You have 2
no,
forearms.
I got 2 arms. I got 2 arms and I have 2 legs.
F-O-R-E.
Some people...
Forearms.
Some people have a 3rd leg, but that's not me.
No, Jewel, you have 2 forearms. Stop talking about Ben 10 characters. No, I don't. I only have 3 legs.
I got 2 arms, 2 legs, and not a 3rd leg.
We're there. I can see it. I can see the portal. It's right there. Just right here. Yeah. But yeah, the throne thing is not available in large. Hopefully it comes back. It was super fucking cute. So nothing arrived from Throne yet. Hi, honey. Yes. The most recent thing was the pop Beyblade thing. I'm the one with the third leg. That was the most recent throne thing. For other stories, oh, I saw that Lego almost went out of business in 2003. Don't be afraid, let it rip. You actually do need to be a little afraid of that Trog. You can't be too forceful with that sort of thing, because you don't want a word to happen called prolapse. Lego. Lego almost went out of business in 2003. I didn't know this. Apparently they were super big in the 90s. Expanded into every market. They started making clothes. They started making non-Lego toys. They made a fucking theme park. And by 2003, they weren't selling anything. They were like losing just $1 million a day, and they were like, oh fuck, we're hosed. They brought in a new CEO, and this guy very quickly identified the problems. And most notably, they were making like hundreds of thousands of unique pieces for like unique sets. And he was like, okay, this shit has to go. And so they got rid of unique pieces. And they started making like generic pieces exclusively. And then they also fired like 900 workers, which sucks. But then they started doing collaborations. And they found out that when Lego sets had a story, like, you know, you buy a Star Wars set, people fucking love that. Also, way too dank, way too dank. Okay. What was this one? Winter Spring? Ooh. That's okay. Not the camera that's supposed to be set up. I'm going over here. Flying behavior. Auto level pitch. Then you guys need sound. You guys need sound. It is eerily quiet. They started doing, to be fair, the Legoland theme park is absolutely okay. They started doing collabs with like Star Wars, Harry Potter, and stuff like that. And that started selling like massively. The Star Wars collaborations increased their profits like 35% instantly. And since then, they've been doing all right. But the CEO they hired, he was only like 35 at the time, which is very young. But yeah, dude killed it. I need to stop looking at Facebook Marketplace. Too many cheap as fuck boats, weird little vehicles, and odd tools. Build one. Build your own. Wait, you think? To be fair, the Lego and theme park can fuck Lego. They let Universal buy them, which killed the Lego movies and the Lego Batman movies. You hate to see it. Outfit. I need to go over here. I'm thinking PJs today. Yeah. Fuck, I wasn't even close to muting. Because I moved my OBS to a weird spot. So I was like, where'd it go? Where did it go? If I remember right, I actually found my old Legoland driver's license recently. That was amazing. Talk holidays and voice. We already did the holidays. They kind of sucked. There wasn't any that was exciting. I see no walking. I have arrived late. Hi, Hell Saint. You have not arrived late. You have missed the walking. You're early, it hasn't started. No! No, you can't say that. How far do we walk? 3.77, so 3.8 plus 2.3. 6.1. Where is... There it is. 6.1. Now we rest. Done. And then I need to open up Twitch streams because I didn't open them up in new stuff. They're gonna be muted. And what is the quality? Okay, that's good. And then I can open this one. And then I can open that one. Let the Man Wear is not safe for stream outfit in peace. Way lower the quality. Oh my goodness. No one in the other room followed me here. The camera did not follow me because it's set to world. Chatting. Where can we go? Go here. Friends. No, Shiro's right there. They're right there. Jewel, get the fuck in the portal!
Hold on, I'm putting Overwatch.
Lamau. Don't know about that. I appreciate Ewan's qualities. Say the portal line streamer. I didn't because it was replaced with Jewel, get the fuck in the portal. Where's my camera? I think it's like right here. I was close. Turn that off. We switch it to Snowstorm.
It's all your fault!
I'm not in the game. That one's on you.
I made you mad.
How do you spell Jules? J-U-U-L.
Yeah, like the Jewel Pod.
You guys wait there. I'm getting a drink.
Go with Overwatch now. But I only have 25 minutes until Funny Overwatch is over.
Why would you be done?
Favorite game mode.
Why wouldn't you play, like, the last of it? You can't end on a loss like that.
I was also playing Sombra, which is...
I thought you hated Sombra.
I do hate Sombra. But there was a Doomfist, and Sombra counters Doomfist players.
Oh.
I played Counterwatch.
I can't believe you're one of those.
Oh, I just go through it.
I'm actually one of those too. In League of Legends, it was like there's 40 champions I feel confident with. And if I see you pick an 80 carry or support that I'm good against, I'm counter picking you. We fucking love the Blitzcrank meta where we just get to pick Leona every fucking game. Oh, to spoon with Leona. Damn, pressed my phone in my pocket. Almost gifted 100 subs. Oopsie. If you accidentally gift 100 subs, let me know. We can refund those. The last thing I want is somebody to accidentally gift an amount like that and be like, I fucked myself. Oh, dude. And be like, haha, too late, mine now. Yoinky splinky. That is a fucking absolutely never.
My friend thought when you get subs, you get the whole amount. You only get half of it, pretty much. And I told him that, and he gifted me 100 subs on stream. And
Oh.
I was like, I only get half of that money. And he was like, God damn it!
One, that he's gifting that much without knowing. Two, you can't word this. I only get half of that. You can't say that, Jules.
Because he thought it's because we were talking offline. I didn't say that on stream.
Okay.
But yeah, I told him, and he was like, "Wait, really? That's so dumb. Twitch does that?" I was like, "Yes. Twitch takes half of the profit.
Twitch ain't free.
But it is. We are using their platform to stream off of, so it kind of makes sense.
You're
You know what I
using
mean?
their platform. You're also using the I guess the collection of the website, right? Like you can go stream other places. You could make your own website to stream. Nobody's going to care as much as they care on Twitch because, Twitch is where a lot of people are, so you're paying for that, right? Twitch is just there's other I'd probably prefer to stream on YouTube because the video quality is better. But everybody I care about is on Twitch, so that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's just how it is. There's a lot of people that I do know that are on YouTube, and I'm like, oh man, I can't read into them because they're on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Counterwatch is fun. Dang, I haven't played Mercy in over a month, and it's making me crave the sweet, sweet feeling of healing as Mercy. It's Jules, the Jewel. I love being forced to switch, or otherwise I'm useless for the whole game. I would just come to your house and gift them back to myself.
Into the bed.
Hi, Haxie. I think there's a colliders button at the beginning. I'm not sure.
Let me find. Where's the beginning again? I think it's this way.
She has gone through the wrong door, Lamau.
Oh,
So playing counterplay, so in League of Legends, Overwatch, whatever, being able to know this character does well against that and picking it, that made me do exceptionally well in HOTS
So lost.
because not only was there counterplay, right? This champion is good against that champion, but there was also just map strengths and weaknesses. On one map, you could have a character that's fucking amazing and incredible. But then on another map, they don't do as well, right? Murky does really, really, really good on the Plants of Terror map, where you go into the jungle, the objective is to kill plants and get, 100 plant points, I guess. And then get in a plant and go into the enemy base. Murky's great for that because he can use the plant more than other people and then die with it. Whereas other people, oh, it's at 10% health, I kind of got to back off. Or as soon as this plant dies, they're going to kill me. Alternatively, Murky is fucking dog water at some maps. Because if you kill that champion, they lose their points, right? So Blackheart's Bay can be risky for them. Or even more so, the spider map. The spider map is Murky's worst map. Because Murky is supposed to be laning, he's supposed to be collecting the points from laning. But you don't want your Murky to be collecting the spider gems from 2 lanes. Because, he's just a target and he's going to get fucking killed. And so, it's the spider map is his worst map. But Plants is one of his better maps. I would just come to your house and gift them back to myself. Garden of Terror sucks ass. So what's the plan for the rest of the day,
Excuse
Ewing?
me.
The plan today is, hang out for a bit. Now that we're done walking, I just want to talk to you guys a little while. I will then nap. And then we have Tales of Vesperia with Cairo and Error. And after that, I'll probably work on Minecraft a little bit after Tales. Maybe recording. Wow, I don't know. Pat, Garden of Terror sucks ass. Speaking of sucking ass, hi Cairo. Knowing which characters are good on which maps was a very big strength for HOTS. Wow, record what? record WoW, World of Warcraft. I could see myself doing oh, Eversong Woods would technically be the next one I do. That'll be a long one. Okay, Baldir. Stories. I didn't talk about all of them. Oblivion getting a remaster. Lego got huge in the 90s. 4chan hacked. I saw a video that a guy was windsurfing. And he got hit by a fucking whale. So he's just windsurfing. Basically, it's like a surfboard with a fucking sail. He's holding on to it and going along. A whale just fucking reaches out of the water and clotheslines him. And he gets stuck because the whale kind of like is pushing down. It's kind of like pushing down on his surfboard that he's literally tied to. And because he was, you know, going like 35 miles per hour and just hit a fucking whale, he was knocked unconscious and winded. And he wakes up pretty quickly. But, you know, he's literally getting dragged down underwater. The cord breaks, and then he swims up. He said he was like 2 seconds from blacking out fully and drowning. But he swims up, and then his surfboard floats up. He was windsurfing with 2 friends. And he was like, I got hit by a fucking whale. And they're like, no, you fucking didn't, dude. You just fell. And he's like, guys, I got hit by a fucking whale. They don't believe him. He's just like, fuck you guys, I'm going home. He goes home. Once he gets out of the water, he sees his phone has like 1 million messages. Apparently, somebody had just been recording him like windsurfing. They were just, you know, every day they go out and record the windsurfers. And they saw, you know, somebody get hit by a fucking whale. And then, not limp, but like slowly paddle back to shore. And they were sending out a bunch of messages, like, on Facebook. There was like, oh my god, guys, this guy just got hit by a fucking whale. Does anybody know who this is? And everybody was like, my friend was, windsurfing out there. Let me see. He also had GoPro footage of it. So it's like, there's 2 viewpoints. You've got his viewpoint where he just runs right into it. And then you've got the, like, from the hotel viewpoint, or, like, from the shore, just looking down, and there's a guy windsurfing, and then just whale, and then just under. Sounds like everyone had a whale of a time. Speaking of pneumatic, hi Cairo. Somehow Yuki and their pneumatics. Yeah, kind of just interesting in 2 ways. I mean, one, because, you know, the odds of this whale just fucking taking out this windsurfer. Why did it beach, or not beach, but breach there? Got a nice behind, what can I say? The other interesting part of it was that somebody was recording this guy. Like, just that somebody was, like, recording this dude just to see cool windsurfing stuff, and then caught this event of getting hit by a whale. That's like, whoa. I think it'd be really interesting to, like, have an accident like that happen. I guess not interesting, but, like, I'm trying to picture myself in this situation. Having an accident happen, and then before you even get home, like, it's the talk of the town, right? That's like, everybody knows already when you haven't even, like, gotten home from the accident. That seems like a weird, like, situation you would never expect or anticipate. Another story. Japan, just the country of Japan, has sent a cease and desist to Google for pre-installing Android phones with Google Chrome. Apparently they're saying this runs a monopoly and they need to stop doing this. Which is like, what? I don't even... What? Do you like Jell-O? Jell-O's okay. If we're talking about the brand, I like Jell-O pudding. If we're talking about, you know, just Jell-O, it's okay. There's also footage of someone in their kayak being engulfed in the mouth of a, I think, humpback whale. They were spit out seconds later or so. Yeah, that's happened like 2 times recently. We talked about those as well. Yes, I can.
I wonder if it was the same whale.
There's just this whale going around like with a vendetta against humans. But you can't just use the app store to download another internet. You can. It seems odd to me that they're like, this is a monopoly, knock it off. It's like, what? But it's not forced. Google Chrome did have a monopoly. Funny factoid. They're currently paying for Firefox to not have legal monopoly. If I remember correctly. Microsoft also got slapped by the EU multiple times for forcing their browser to the default in Windows. That one's weird to me. Having an app come pre-installed, I feel like shouldn't constitute having a monopoly. I feel like if they're like being annoying and it's like, hey, we reset your browser to be Chrome to be the default, you're welcome. If they're doing that, fuck you. If they're making it so that you can't download other browsers, you know, fuck you. But coming pre-installed, I mean, you need to have one of them. Why would they make it so that a different one is pre-installed, right? That's just weird. I don't know where to fall on that. Anti-bloatware is good, to be honest. I don't disagree, right? The less shit comes on my phone, the better. And there's a lot of stuff that's like, I will literally never use this, get this shit off. But like, you need a browser, right? You need a browser. What happens if you like don't have any browser on your phone or PC? Like, how would you get a new browser without a browser? Samsung Internet? My Samsung had its own browser for the phone? Okay. App Store? I guess the App Store, yeah. Yeah, I suppose just Samsung Internet on a Samsung phone makes the most sense. Phones usually have a default browser. I just thought Chrome was the default browser. I thought that was like what it came with, and I just assumed Google and Android had, I don't know, some connection. But if there's like a whole different Samsung browser, isn't Edge the default? On a Microsoft computer, yes. On an Android phone, no. Now you can see it on a new phone if you open a link. Okay. Yeah, I had a few things on my phone when I first got it. It was like, get this shit out of here. Why is this here? I hate it when it's like, hey, you've got fucking the game station on your phone that you can download games. It's like, okay, uninstall that. And they're like, you can't. You can't uninstall that. And it's like, fuck you. I hate it when you can't get rid of stuff like that. Oh, the last story. Oh, excuse me, I hadn't finished yelling. Yeah, Android was the worst. The last story in my notes. I saw an anti-bullying poster in a school, which, normally anti-bullying is a good message. This particular poster, and I quote, "Don't want to be bullied? Don't be a target. Look the bully in the eye and use a strong voice and tell them you don't like what they're doing and to stop."
That's gonna get you bullied even more.
Well, that's gonna get you beaten up instead of bullied.
What was there was a movie that came out when I was like in high school, and it was about a girl who got like bullied and stuff, and how she like tried to like commit like suicide and everything. But the kids at my school, right, they made fun of that movie so hard, and they're like, her getting bullied and then trying to commit suicide. I was like, what the fuck are these kids I go to school with?
That sounds awful. I do think in some cases you should stand up for yourself, because bullies are children that have not thought things through that much. They're not like masterminds. There's a bit of...
I only have 10 minutes to play?
Yes. With bullies, if you stand up to them, typically you're showing them this is more effort. And so, don't pick on the kid that's going to fight back. If you fight back to a bully, you're basically saying I'm not the lowest effort, and they'll go find someone else. I understand that logic.
Sometimes that just makes them want to bully you more, though.
Well, so I think standing up for yourself in a fight, but like if you say in a strong voice, I don't like that, I 100% you're getting bullied more. Just say no.
Yeah, I got stopped getting bullied because I broke a girl's nose in middle school because she called me fat, and then she made fun of my brother who has Down syndrome. So I broke her nose.
Yeah, that would stop you.
I was a very
getting
aggressive
bullied.
kid.
Just say no. They legally can't bully you without your consent. Don't be a target. Be a targeter instead with Zway's new semi-auto Fed revolver. Holy, what is my chat becoming? Now with bayonet attachment for those close quarters bully removal. Did you get bullied, Yulin? Very, very minorly. I had people bully me in the very smallest amount to, like, sometimes I didn't even recognize that it was bullying. And there was a few times where I did recognize it as bullying, but I didn't really care, and I was just nice to them. And like the bullies were kind of just like, Yulin's nice to us, I don't want to bully them anymore. So I just made friends with most of my bullies. There was one girl who, she was going through a phase of like, I'm the popular girl, I can do whatever I want to people and get away with it because I'm cute and popular. And she like was walking by me and like ran her hand through my hair and like kind of messed my hair up and just like, you're not gonna do anything. And like the entire class was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You can't do that to Yulin. Fuck you, bitch. And she was like, ooh, and like she didn't want to do that anymore. And I was just like, all right, I didn't really even care. What was that, bullying? Okay. There was a little bit of teasing for World of Warcraft, because on Fridays we had free dress code and I would wear World of Warcraft shirts. I would wear a green linen shirt, I survived Baron chat, the rogue class icon. And I remember at one point, a group of the popular girls were like, what does that shirt even mean? I was like, oh, it's from my game World of Warcraft. They're like, oh, what did they say after that? I don't know. They probably said like sound stupid. I was like, well, it's not for everybody. I enjoy it. They're like, yeah. I just walked away. And then like I found out they liked Guitar Hero, and I was like, what's your best song with Guitar Hero? And they're like, oh, we like this song. I was like, oh, cool. I like Arterial Black. And so like it just, like I just made friends with all of my bullies.
Yulin's life is the epitome of by the power of friendship.
I almost blinded my bully. He didn't bully me after that. You say don't do that, you'll give me an erection. Now you want people to bully you. I don't know if I want people to bully me, but my bully stopped when I curled up as he came at me, causing him to trip and faceplant into the wall. That was when I was like 7, never had one since. What? For me, they wanted to bully me, but in the end, I just let them copy off my schoolwork to the point where I was just cool with them all. To be fair, as a WoW player on and off, that is very bullyable behavior. That Yulin had the backstab this shirt too. I don't think I did. I survived Baron's chat, green linen shirt, hunter icon, rogue icon. I think it was those 4. I joke about 80% of all the bullies graduated high school because of me. When they try to bully you on your first day and become friends instead. Yeah. I remember with the group that made fun of me for WoW. At one point, one of them was like, they forgot their book. And the teacher was like, is it in your locker or is it at home? And I was like, they can just share mine. We can just put our desks together and we'll put the book between us so we can both read. And the teacher was like, great. We don't have to spend any more time on this. Anyway, going into the lesson. And the kid was just like, oh, thank you. And I was like, yeah, no biggie. I can see Yulin as the khaki shorts and Zelda shirt kid. I never wore shorts. I got bullied by 2 kids in high school. That's surprising to hear, Ants. Not that I'd be like, Ants would be the bully. I just feel like Ants would be good at dealing with bullies. One I slapped in front of everyone repeatedly until he cried. Okay, I was right. Ants knows how to deal with bullies. The other, I threw my desk at him. Good lord. That sounds like overkill. No, I hated shorts as a kid. Oh god, this is embarrassing. In middle school, I was like, jeans are too lame, but I like jeans. So instead of having blue jeans, I'll have black jeans. So I had 5 pairs of black jeans in middle school. And every day I also wore them all like this blue sweater, like turtleneck sweater. That was my look in middle school. Stare. Yeah, no one else bullied me after that. Would you believe me if I said I was the bully? I wouldn't disbelieve it. There's a lot of people that change from high school now. I was kind of the bully in high school, because while a few people started to bully me, it just didn't last long and I made friends with them. And then there was that kid that, you know, I saw him picking on my friend and I grabbed him by the collar and threw him down, and I very much threatened him. I feel like I was his bully. Oh god, this is embarrassing. Proceeds to tell the story. Don't worry, Eland. I wore black skinny jeans too. I didn't wear skinny jeans. I just wore black jeans. And then I started phasing those out in high school and switching to normal jeans. Honestly, Sam, I just became the bulliers where I protected all the victim. I'll say I just became the bully. Bulliers where I protected all the victims. Okay. The anti-bully. We had... When I think of, like, senior year, I remember one kid getting bullied specifically. We had this one kid who was like, God, he looked like he was on fucking steroids in high school. I'm pretty sure his hobby was just working out and, like, being alpha and, you know, being muscular. He also shaved his head all the time. He was always looking for a fight. And there was this one guy who didn't really fit in with anybody. He would have been one of the nerds, but I don't think he had money for any games and stuff. So, like, I don't know what he did for a hobby. He didn't really fit in with us. We didn't have a problem with him. He just didn't spend much time with us. I remember at one point he got in a fight with that steroid kid. I don't think the guy was actually on steroids, but they got in a fight, and both took swings at each other and got suspended for a week. And I think the kid always looking for a fight was not really part of the Populars kids, but adjacent to them, and I think they kind of picked on him a little bit after that. Streamer lets his chat Chinese water. Torture him for donations. 3 bits equals 1 drop of water. That just makes me think of Venture Bros with a 21 trying to water torture the 2 Venture Bros, and like it's just a bucket of water dripping on them, and he's like, is it working yet? Are you insane yet? And they're just like, no dude, I just have to pee, this sucks. But that was the stories today. Last Epoch in 2 days. Throne Blue Hoodie unavailable because large, sold out. Badlands Mesa next. Oblivion is getting a remaster this year and screenshots leaked. Apparently LEGO got huge in the 90s, almost went broke. New CEO fixed problems. 4chan got hacked and went down for a bit. Final post, Jack Black. The fuck is going on? Chicken jockey. Guy was windsurfing hit by a whale. Japan filed cease and desist against Google. And don't want to be bullied, don't be a target. The don't want to be bullied sign. That actually does remind me of a friend from Brazil. I was playing World of Warcraft with this friend in Brazil. And I remember at one point she was just like, ugh, my boyfriend got mugged again. He's such a loser. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. Shouldn't you be, like, sympathetic to him? Shouldn't you be like, oh, you know, this sucks. I'm so sorry you had to go through it. Well, it kind of sounds like you're kicking him while he's down. And she was like, I mean, yeah, it sucks, but, like, he doesn't do the things to protect himself. He's practically asking to get mugged. And I was like, what should he do to not get mugged? What are the things he can do to protect himself? And she goes, and I shit you not, well, he needs to walk with confidence. He needs to put his shoulders back when he walks. He needs to, you know, put his chin up and, like, you know, make himself look more intimidating and scary. And I was like, that's your defense for not getting mugged? Just put your shoulders back? Oh my god, girl! Wait, she's onto something.
Imagine if the police just made, like, how-to videos on, this is how you don't get mugged.
She's close to the point. That makes you more of a target. I think if you walk with confidence, you know, if you look intimidating, that is going to make, you know, people think twice about mugging you. You know, people that, you know, commit crimes, often they're very stupid. But they're not like animalistic instinct behavior, right? They're thinking things too. And one of the things they're thinking is, can I mug this person, right? If you see a guy that's just jacked, super muscular, his t-shirt barely fits on him, is that guy gonna get mugged? No. People are gonna look at him and be like, dude, that guy could pick me up and throw me over the fence. I'm not mugging his ass. They see the old lady who's, you know, frail and not gonna have much strength. Yeah, easy target. They see the guy who's, you know, hunched forward, looking timid, you know, constantly looking around. That's an easy target. They see the guy walking with confidence that doesn't give a shit and, like, walks forward, shoulders back. Yeah, they're not gonna, like... They're gonna be less inclined to mug that person, right? There's a whole League of Legends video about this with Darius, where he's, like, walking through a blizzard, a bunch of wolves surround him, and Darius just, like, takes out a water flask, drinks it, and, like, doesn't give a shit about the wolves. And all the wolves are just like, alright, you know, this guy doesn't even feel threatened by us. Fuck this, we're out. It's kind of that concept of, like, you know, if you look intimidating, you're less of a target. I get that. I also kind of get, like, you know, that's not the best defense to not get mugged. That was what she said, kind of blew me away. I understand the logic of it, but it was kind of wild to me. It's very much along the thinking of that poster of, don't want to be bullied? Don't be a target. What? How to not get mugged, carry a brick. People are often unaware of their surroundings and their phone, etc. He should have worn a silly hat, of course there is. I would think the quickest way to not get mugged is to just, in this situation, you know, in your situation of walking down the street, if you make eye contact with everybody, that kind of shows I'm aware of you, and that's like, okay, this guy's already watching us, right? If you see somebody, like, let's say there's somebody who's looking to mug people, and you're walking down the street and you look them dead in the eyes and then go about walking, that person is immediately gonna know, this person has seen me, they're aware of me, I don't want to go for this guy. That would be my first thought. That's still not 100%, right? That's not like guaranteed, oh, just make sure you look everybody in the eye and mean mug them and you'll never get robbed again. There's probably gonna be some guy out there who takes that as a fucking challenge and is like, yep, we go for this guy. I don't know. I've lived a very privileged life and never had to deal with the potential for getting mugged on the street. That's just not something I've had to deal with. Ewan batting his eyelashes at everyone on the street. And now look at the build you're working towards. Wow, I'm so pretty. Please don't mug me. Oh my god, dude. Fucking, walking down the street, batting eyelashes, pulls on thong line and snaps it, and then walks away. Yeah, no. Jesus Christ. What time is it? 1:05?
Only 11 a.m.
There's a potential that I'm moving to the West Coast in a couple months.
Yes! West Coast time, baby!
I don't wanna.
Sorry, I was loud.
Anytime you're actually super loud, your mic just cuts you off.
I know, it hates me. My microphone hates me. Everyone laughs about it.
It's really funny and it's really nice because you're not blowing people's ears out. But
All I hear is a cut of my scream.
Well, often we just hear you, well, like, very quiet, so we still understand you. It's very comedic.
Oh.
From the bully, get you in the "Don't bully me, I'll come" shirt. Oh God. Ah.
You know, it'd be funny if I got that to my mom, and then she'd be like, "What the fuck is this shirt?"
Where do we want to go today? I kind of wanted to raid Leafeons, but the repo collab didn't go for that long. They have all split ways at this point. Oh wow, a bunch of people just started streaming.
I love Repo.
We're probably not playing Repo tomorrow.
I know. That's okay.
There's a few people that I see.
I have a Repo collab on Friday.
Fun.
Ooh. I know, I'm excited. I love playing Repo. I can't wait to scream and die in a hole.
Okay.
And try to kill people.
There's somebody that just started that I don't get to raid too often, but I see them live and I'm like, oh, that's tempting. That's very tempting. It's also
you know
very...
you want to do it.
I do. Here's what's really bad. And I realize I don't know if I should be talking about this. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about it themselves. They've seen the blue Twitch and they're going to compliment me, and I'm very like, ooh, I want praise. So I'm like thinking about that right now. Wow, I'm so pretty. Please don't mug me.
I'm gonna find a blue Twitch.
From the bully, get you in the "Don't bully, I'll come." What do you mean you have to find it? It's really easy to find.
Listen, I don't use the blue Twitch at all. I don't even have an account. Wait, do I have to make an account to look at it?
I would think so.
Oh shit.
Pokemon cards are funny, man. The Sword account tweets out when they're available. People queue up and they get the error and reply with a screenshot that has their IP on it. Oh God.
Should I go incognito? I think I should.
Do other people use your computer?
No,
Then-
I live by myself. I'm a loner.
Then what is the point of incognito mode?
You're so right! Why do I have to hide my porn history?
You literally don't. It's your computer. No one else uses it. Fucking favorite that shit. Bookmark that shit. Create desktop shortcuts for that shit.
Okay, I won't go that far.
I literally
Put
found
them
it.
on your startup menu so they're ready.
Just by checking randomly when I was setting my account up. It's not hard. I don't want to be mean with it, Ants. But when anytime somebody's like, all right, I'm on Blue Twitch, what's your account? It's like, you have 3 guesses. Just type in the first thing that comes to your mind. I'm not allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to link it. But just the first thing you can think of, try that. And tell me what you get. Thanks for streaming. Have a good nap, kitty. Put them as your wallpaper with Wallpaper Engine. Yeah, that's what I did. It happened to be the night you posted them out. Hell yeah.
I had to remove my wallpaper because I almost showed it on stream, and that's because it's my VTuber that can get naked. I learned how to do X-ray wallpaper, and I accidentally almost showed it on stream, so now I don't have it anymore because of it.
I have never had my desktop on stream.
I do.
I always have the OBS source as the app, and very rarely have I done it by screen. Duel's a VTuber? They are.
No, I'm not.
What do you
I'm
mean,
boring.
no? You literally just said you had a collab on Friday. Oh, Lord.
No. They can't figure out who I am. They don't know my name. It's okay.
Sure, they definitely can't open the users tab
Are you
and find
sure
the
about
one.
that, Jewel?
Wait, is there a users tab?
Yeah, and Twitch. You didn't know
Yes.
about this?
Also, I wonder if it's this user in Yulin's chat with green hair.
Hold on, I gotta
Funk
change my color.
emoji.
Yeah.
Too late, I've already followed you, Jewel.
Are you Jewel?
Random color. I don't know what color I am.
That doesn't
Yeah.
hide you at all. Because they've seen the other model, the like actual person model with green hair, and they are
the big boomer bitch. I love her.
and they have seen your profile icon in Twitch with green hair. That's the one you needed to change. You needed to change your Twitch profile picture. And you just went, I gotta
That
change my
looks
color.
so cute.
Yeah, it is so cute, but it makes it easy to find you. And you were like, I gotta change my color. And then you changed your repo bot color like that was going to do anything.
You're right. I
No.
should put my Steam profile picture as my Twitch profile
No,
picture.
I don't think
I
you
don't
need to
even
do
know
that.
your Steam.
You don't want
Come
to.
on.
You don't want to.
You don't want to.
Got him, haha. If I speak, where they go. Who even looks at Twitch profile pictures? There's been times where I'm like, this person's name doesn't quite match their like VR chat name. Is it the same person? And then you click on that, see the Twitch profile, and you're like, yep, same person. Got him. All right.
Person.
I'll just say this: Rise fucking fits their VR chat avatar.
The shit that Jewel sent me on Steam when she wanted to play Repo, she's like, here's my Steam profile account. And I added it. He's like, are you sure you wanted to add this person? And it was a fucking picture of an e-boy with a condom in their mouth going like, God, what did they say? Like,
It's in our DMs. I never took it out.
fucking horrendous is what it is.
You're the first person I ever gave you that actual image to my Steam profile picture. People have been asking for it for nonstop since I got a Steam. And it's just something I found on Facebook like long time ago.
Do you
In
want
like at middle school. Yeah, I found it on Facebook in middle school.
Do you want to voice chat later? I can voice chat later if you want. And it's just a shirtless e-boy with a condom in his mouth, and you see his like pink boxers. It's awful. And like, she sent me the code, and then I immediately sent like the picture with the send invite, and just a billion question marks and exclamation points like, Jewel?
And then I just said image. I didn't say anything. I wait, no, I did. I said, I forgot about that. That's what I said.
Diabolical, amazing. So do you want to voice chat later? If somebody sends me a picture like that, and do you want to voice chat later? No.
Run away.
No, I don't.
If it's me, don't run away, please. I need attention. I'm alone. Please, I need it. I'll put you in my basement.
In your basement? What the fuck?
I don't have a basement. I'm not that rich, you guys.
There's so many people to raid. We're gonna raid D. We're gonna raid Dice Queen D. That's who we're raiding. I've already thrown the name out. It is set in stone. It is decided. We had a scuffed stream, but you know what? I still had a really good time. Even my worst streams where everything goes wrong
you
and
still
stuff.
haven't streamed long enough. I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta stream longer.
Even the streams that go like so scuffed and fuck up, I still have a lot of fun. Free housing. Bye. Oh man, Yulin, time is over now. What? Free housing? What are we talking about with free housing? That makes me think of World of
Heyo.
Warcraft. Ugh.
Hey, I need some housing.
Okay.
Did I restart my Pigman run?
No.
But I'm on day 13 and I still only have 9 objects.
Play it out. You're just gonna fucking learn more that helps you. I'm gonna go move the camera somewhere. Behavior. Mwah. me. Auto level pitch. Anchor world. We come over here. Oh, now that I've stood up, I'm hungry. Yeah, the basement is free housing, socials. Thank you, Logitech. We have Tales of Vesperia. Later with Cairo and Eris. Flash Raid. Dice Queen D. I think she's showing off new concept art of a character of yours. I should spell her name right. There we go. And yeah, thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6.1 miles. Tales later tonight. We'll do the Knock Together stream so you get a Twitch notification. I guess no repo tomorrow. I'll check in on that so I have a for sure answer later, but it sounds like it's not gonna happen. That being said, I love you. Bye.
Yeah, no, you can get like a chibi model of